What's up, team? Here's some more Constructicon madness from Mecha Invasion. And this time, we are taking a look at their hook. Hook comes in a 2-pack with Biggie. Haha, I'll get it. Tupac, Biggie? No? All right, man. Anyway, they're really quite nice. And it's a fresh new take on Constructicons. I mean, yes, Hook still does become the top of the cowl, kind of like the top torso of Devastator. But Sprapper over here, yo, my man turns into an arm. Get the cup out of here, right? And they're just really beautiful. High quality material, great details and paint about them, great usage of metals where necessary, like this all over here, just really well done. And if you haven't seen the reviews, I'll drop the links below so that you can check them out. And this is their Mixmaster, and yes, he also becomes an arm as well. It just seems that Longhaul and Hook retain their positions on the team, so to speak, and then we'll have Bone Crusher and Scavenger who become the legs, and it's all included, all in one, no additional parts or anything like that. And so, just a quick introduction to these guys. Now let me move the homies off the screen and we'll focus on him. All right, now let's talk about our guy. Boy, he is absolutely gorgeous. I love the plastic that they're using. It feels very high quality. The details and the decos that they have on him are very well done. I mean, you can read everything. You can see the caution stripes there, the danger symbol on the back. The tires, these are like this rubbery type equipment. And even this over here, man, everything is just well thought out. The nice little details with the silver footsies on the bottom over here, and even has weapon storage. Oh, and the little gaping area by the head is for it's a battery compartment, and he has it on the Devastator head as well. Everything about this is near perfect. And why I say near, there's only one area that's a little bit questionable, and you can't see it here, but you're going to see it in the combined mode. There are some areas that you're going to have to get used to, but I found a trick. I found a trick that lets you navigate that really cumbersome part, but once you get through that piece, everything is near perfect. And one other aspect is, this guy, you'll have to partially transform him into the top torso and then connect him to Longhaul to actually get it to work. You can't just finish this up and then plug him into Longhaul. Everything is very secure, and it does follow a very specific order of operation. And I can show you that when we're doing the final combined form. But for now, why don't we get him into robot mode? Because yeah, this over here, by the way, is the visor for Devastator. It's really nuts, and this thing converts into a blaster. But anyway, man, I just love this thing so much. Really enjoying what this company has produced. But once again, let's get him into robot mode. All right, to start it off, we're going to separate this area. This is actually like plugged in to the gas tank over here, right by the wrist. But you're going to be able to pull this off, and then, or you're going to be able to separate this and pull this down. Same thing over here. You can just kind of like pull this outward, and this will rotate down. It's not like a super tight fit, but it's very good. And this over here, again, is the blaster, and we can just kind of remove that. Yeah, I got a little ouchie on my finger, and I'm trying to heal up before Toy Fair because this does kind of bother me right now. So anyway, we're going to do that, and then we're going to focus on the legs right now. And so what we'll do is we will separate them. And as you kind of separate them, you see how this is kind of like lifting up. And so we're going to lift this out, and then we're going to cascade this all the way down. And then this bit will close up. And there's going to be little areas like tabs and slots that will hold this thing together. And if by accident this thing pops out, because this is just plugged into here, it's not glued, it's not screwed on, you may have an accident and it'll pop off. But don't worry, you can plug it back in. And but yeah, it's only happened like a couple of times for me. And so you do that, and then you're going to bring this up, and that's going to tab in right there. You got to get everything right, basically, and everything will sit flush like that. And then this will just bring down over here, and that'll tab in very nicely. It's really quite satisfying. Oh, you know what? There is one other bit and I think it's just a bit of a QC issue on mine. And I think you're going to be able to see it. So later on, when you transform him into the torso mode, these bits, the hips will actually come off, or actually come separated. This one's easy. This one is extremely hard, and I thought I was going to break this, and I intentionally left it unlocked, but it looks like it's kind of secured itself. So, oh well, I'll be able to demonstrate it on camera. And you can see that there's a little lip over there, right? And that's going to plug into the outside of the calf. And then we're going to bring that in, and that's going to tab in there. And, oh, you know what? I'll do that first. And basically everything will tab in nicely once you get it all right. And then you can bring that down and that'll tab in there as well. Okay, now for the feet. Initially, I thought I needed a spudger for this, but what you're going to do is you're going to bring this down and that's going to tab in right over here. And what you're going to do is just get your thumb, just get a nail if you can, and just press it in here and then pull back. It's not working now. Oh, there you go. It doesn't take that much force. There is a fly on me. I don't know where this fly came from. I'm in a closed office right now. But if you do have difficulty, what you can also do is you can poke it out from the rear, from that section over there, if you do have a spudger. But again, in the event that you don't, you can just tab that in right there. It's very secure, and then you can pop that out, and then you can coax the heel out as well. And those are the legs. And yes, he does have ankle tilt, and it's all very, very nice. The manufacturing on this is just quite nice. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And so we're going to bring the arms out like so, and then we're going to twist the bicep. One more time, we're going to bring the arms out, and we're going to twist the bicep. And then what we're going to do over here is we're going to bring this section down. But as it's happening, this little lip is going to stay up, and you're going to be able to coax the head through. You saw what I did, right? And then from there, this back part will get separated like that. And this will, and got to pull these bits out. That's part of the chest. And these bits will just sit down, and it will lock into place. Once I find the proper connection points, there we go. And then you can bring all of this down in the front, and that's a very nice fit. It's not too tight, but it is just right and out of sight like dynamite. And Coke and Sprite, I used to mix that a lot, you know that, from the soda dispenser. But anyway, that's pretty much him. And that wasn't that difficult, right? I don't think so. I do wish the legs had one more ratchet in between so that the A stance is not as wide, but minor gripes. He feels really good in hand. He's huge. He's absolutely huge. I mean, and something about this, it almost reminds me of like Neo Gravity Builder from Generation Toys. And you know what? Let's get the blaster in his hand. The blaster, by the way, also holds a magnet, and that once you install the LED or the battery in the head, you can actually use the blaster to turn the eyes on. But I don't have the batteries with me and stuff, and so, but yeah. So that's his blaster over there, and you can get him into some very expressive poses, obviously. He's blocky. He's blocky and very like chunky, and he feels just very fun to handle, and my finger is hurting. Ow. He's blocky, he's fun to handle, and he feels very solid and secure. Like, I don't know who these guys are, you know, Mecha Invasion, but yo, I hope they are here to stay, and I hope they keep pumping out like these Neo combiners, because this is such a fresh take on Devastator, and we've never seen this, you know. I mean, yes, Hook is still a Hook, but I mean, I showed you these cats, and they turn into the arms. I mean, already that's nuts. And the final form of Devastator, he obviously looks like Devastator, but it's something else. It's you know what? Here you go. Here's what he looks like right over here. Here's a picture if I've done my editing right. He's glorious, and I can't wait to get the remaining 2 members. I don't keep a lot of the toys that I get from reviewing. Either I sell them or I give them away. Like kind of like catch and release, but no. These ones are here to stay with me because they're just really, really nice. And you can see the head forming the abdomen over there, and that's just like so well thought out. Hold up, I gotta move this out of the way because it's bugging me. That's just so like well thought out, you know? And he doesn't have a lot of like small panels, but he does have a few. You can see over here, and I don't know if I was supposed to fold these up later. Oh yeah, I fold them up later. I'll have to fold them up later. These actually connect into long haul. And he has a couple of other side bits that are small flappity flaps, and you do kind of need to move them up later for the sake of clearance for the legs, but very few far and in between, or whatever that phrase is. Look at that, man. Great metallic silver. Again, I love the fact that they went as far as to like create different shades of gray on the legs, and so you can see the breakup. These bits over here that house the hinge joint are made of metal, and so I think it's just really, really intelligent. Yeah, I mean, and look at that. Look how clean that is, you know? And it's Hook. but it's like a Neo hook. And dude, I'm down for it, and I'm really digging this. And yeah, I mean, the articulation, he has all the basics that you see. I don't want to do it too much, but then he has upright, left, up, down, left, right, swivels, and you can see the ankle tilts. He has bicep tilt. He does not have opening fists, and again, that kind of just lends to his almost blocky chunkiness, and I'm okay with it. Doesn't have butterflies, but he does have up, down, left, rights, and near universals like all around, and the head is on a ball joint and stuff, and just believe me when I tell you that, yeah, he has all the goods. He has all the goods. But now, probably the most trickiest part of this toy, and I will say my least favorite, just because of the not even complexity, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's turn him into the torso mode. Full disclosure, I'm still not 100% familiar with the torso mode, so I do have the instructions right below me, and so if I delay and pause, you understand what I'm doing, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the arms, and we're going to make sure to reveal the teeth over here, because these are going to help secure it into the back plate, and you'll see it a little bit later. Another thing that we're going to do is we're going to flip this around, because that is going to be the proper orientation for the combined mode, and this is going to ultimately kind of like flip over the other way. Well, you know what? I guess we can do that right now. Another thing that we're going to do is we're going to fold up the feet, and all of this is just in preparation of transforming this, and then we're going to put this back where it was before, like so. One more time. I'm trying to avoid using my finger as much as possible because it kind of stings. If you want me to tell you what happened was, so my wife and I, like, you know, I cut her hair, right, because she has a pixie cut, and dude, one of her hair like was like a splinter, got into my finger like a splinter, and I tried to do home surgery to take it out, and I hurt myself, and yeah, that was my fault. Okay, now from. I know people are always shocked when they're like, dude, you cut your wife's hair? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm pretty good at it too. Because I used to cut hair for the homies in the dorms. And so, so you pull these side ribs out, and then we're going to be lifting these bits out. Oh, you know what? You may have to free this up, but I'm probably doing a couple of things out of order. So what I can do is I can separate the back bit, because what has to happen is the head has to get hidden inside once more, and then this gets straightened out. And after we do this, after this gets straightened out, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. This is going to swing down, and those teeth are going to lock in there, and that's going to help out a lot with the stability. Okay, and from here we can pull these down, and like I mentioned before, these are going to connect into long haul. And then we can get these out and then lift these up. Yeah, and these are the only really thin flappity flaps. And I'm going to be try to make sure that I don't put too much stress on the joints. And as this is flipping around, you can see the head already kind of emerging, and then you're just going to adjust that like so. And that's a great looking Devastator face right there. And we'll see it more close up a little bit later. And pretty much, I think these fold up too. This part, the legs, this is the scariest part. And once we get past that, it's not that bad, but okay. This bit has to come apart from here. And that's why this purple section needed to lift up, because this section is going to lift back like so into this area, okay? This one is extremely tight, and I almost feel like I'm going to break it, and I really hope it doesn't, because I'll be very sad. Oh, I got it. Oh, and I hurt my finger. Oh. Okay. Well, that wasn't as bad as the first time I did it, and I guess I kind of like loosened it up. These bits are going to, oh, sorry. It's hard to orient on camera, just because he's just so massive. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. And these bits will come dislodged. And believe it or not, this is actually going to secure into the back. These will fold up, and dude, it's nuts. It's nuts. Let me just kind of show you rather than just keep talking about this. And I'm really trying not to use my finger, but I think I'm just gonna have to. So this section, the inner calf, I really should get a spudger for this, that we closed up earlier is going to open up. And then what's going to happen is this is going to fold down, and that's right. And this is going to fold in on itself. And I'm trying to remember where this goes. Like I want to say, I mean, I can see it folding here, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess this up. So let me check off camera. 1 second. Okay, I got it. So you just got to make sure that you have like the orientation correct. So the head and the front of this are obviously going to be facing the same direction, right? And so you're going to fold this back on itself. And upon doing that, this bit is gonna fold in there. And it will actually sit very securely, and it will go over like that, okay? So hopefully we have an easier time doing it on this side. Once again, we'll open that up. We'll open this bit up. Yeah, something about this tickles my brain, man. Like, so we're gonna bend that back, and then we're gonna get that to sit in here. And again, I'm sure there is a better order of operations. There is no collision when you do it properly. It's just, I just fat fingered it, and I'm trying to do this on memory on camera. So it's a little difficult. Okay. So here's where the craziness happens. You can see the general form coming together, right? And so what you're going to do is, I guess I should do this part first. So what has to happen is there's going to be a lot of weight bearing down on this, right? And the connection points are right over here. And the reason I'm not fishing them out right now is, oh, well, you know what? I may as well. They're on a double hinge, and you can bring it down. The reason is we're going to open these up later as well, because the hands are going to fold up, and connecting there is really quite ingenious. But here's the difficult part, and I'm trying to support the weight on the back. This just doesn't like natively connect here, and because there's going to be so much weight bearing down, they've devised a connection method that's very, very secure. But unfortunately, initially, these tiny tabs over there, they look like they're going to bear a lot of the weight. And when I initially did it, yeah, it just took forever, and I couldn't quite figure it out. But what you're going to do is, let me see if I can show you. You see on the inside, there's some spaces right there. You're going to navigate these teeth in there, and rather than just push it in directly, you got to pull this out a little bit, get that to, sorry, I may have to just move the arms just so I can get some more room to show you guys. Right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to slot them in there, but bring it at an angle. Like see if you can like tilt it, right? And then push back. You saw what I did, right? Let's do it one more time over here. Just got to get the arms out of the way. We're going to navigate these into, sorry, the purple bits are getting in the way. Sorry, purple bits. So you're going to move this in there, navigate the teeth to the empty space, get them in there, put them at an angle, and then push back. Well, it's supposed to work, but because I don't want it sitting at one more time. Get that in there. Push back. There you go. There you go. And there is a lot of tension happening there. And you can see that it's almost like bending upward. And that's going to counteract the weight when you're bringing the arm down. And so when you want to remove this, press forward and then press up as well, like forward and up. And oh, okay. See, this is the thing I was talking about. This is the part that comes out like forward and up. So that bit will sometimes, especially under heavy stress, will pop out. But let me just put it off. Let me just reinsert it back on off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, you can just easily reinsert that that bit. It's just a post and a port. One more time, you're just gonna slide that bit in there. Then you got to push back. But I swear, I did it so well off camera earlier. What's going on? Ah. Is something getting in the way right now? No, all the purple bits are down. There you go. Woo, man. That does take a little bit of elbow grease. And I will say that's probably my least favorite part of this set so far. Okay, now to seal this up, you got to put the arms back into those the teeth that I was talking about earlier, and make sure they sit flush. And then what you're going to do is you're going to open this up, and then you're going to bend the fist, and see that little post over there? The fist is going to hug that bit, and this is going to sit on top of that. That is awesome. And then this bit is going to come up, and it's going to tab in, and that's a very nice secure connection. 3 points of a locking mechanism over there, so very, very cool. This will lift up, that'll go in. This will double hinge down and tab into the bottom. The fist will fold up and hug that little post. This will sit down, and then you can plug that all in there. And then this part you can bring down and do that. And that, my friend, is Devastator top torso mode with our guy Hook. Woo, I got a little, what's the word, exasperated? Yeah, got a little bit winded there. But man, that secure connection is going to really pay off when the arms are hanging off over here, you know, because these are heavy. These aren't light. And it's probably just going to slide in like so, you know. And dude, this is a fair amount of weight. And so I'm happy that they provided this locking mechanism in the way they did. But now, there you go. There you go. Another thing is when you want to extend this and open this up, you actually do need to pull this out. And this will convert into a blaster. But I'm forgetting how to... forgetting how to get this out. Oh, okay, there's a little lip for my nail. And you can do that, and once this is out, you can actually pull this out. Otherwise, you're going to run into some collision because there's a piece inside. And that's supposed to be this kind of, what is it? Like targeting reticle help thing, whatever you call that, right? That's so cool. That is just so cool. And yeah, so this is the torso. And then, what's his name? Long haul is going to connect right over here, slide in, and no, it's a good time. It's a really good time. He'll also connect over here to these tabs and slots as well. And once I transform him, I don't know if I'm going to show you that connection because I'll have to undo this guy. But for now, that's me. That's you. That's Mecha Invasion, and this is also Hook. And I can't wait. I can't wait to finish this guy up. Yeah, so looking forward to everything. My favorite Devastator so far from any third party. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you. I'll see you. Dude, this part was a burn.